Is the bar gonna come all the way to my chest, or?
Yes, all the way down to your chest, and then big punch up. 1, control it down. 2, 3. Good.
Did I do that correctly or incorrectly?
That was good. That was fine.
So would you prefer me to come down a little bit
But I
slower?
would prefer you to control it down and then explode up.
Okay. This is what happens when you have small ears, you're harder hearing. So it's probably going to take me another 2 or 3 repetitions to get it.
No.
It's the truth, isn't it? My ears are small, isn't it?
So yes, power is essential for all sports, especially short distance running, 100 meters, 200 meters, because everything that you're doing is explosive and powerful.
And using maximal effort, isn't it?
Maximal effort in a very small amount of time.
Right.
Same thing with Olympic weightlifters, gymnasts. They're producing huge amounts of force in very small time frames. So it's important that when we're training things like any kind of resistance training that we do, it's reflected in that.
The sport that you do.
In the sport that you do, to increase power and strength.
All right, so control down, fast up.
Yes. Good. 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 So with that, you could clearly see that you were controlling it down and exploding up.
Now what do we do? I want more.
Good work.
I want more, I want more.
So to make things a little bit harder, we can then superset it, which means you go from one exercise, they're back to back, so then you move on to another, which will just increase the intensity. So we're going to superset it with weighted press ups.
Right.
So I'm going to take one of these discs off.
Yep.
And I'm going to get you on the floor, please, D.
How many reps?
5 again. The same principle.
Fast up, slow down.
That's right, yeah. Good. 2, 3, 4, good, and 1 more. Good.
Oh, mate.
And rest. Rest. Do you like that word?
Please.
Rest.
I could do with some rest.
How'd that feel?
Yeah, pretty good.
Good.
I like that type of stuff. I find it challenging, so that's why I like to train.
Yeah, it's good, it's good.
So that works for me.
Supersets are great, especially when you have working athletes that don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's you'll get the results that you need when you superset.
I like it.
And you haven't got 2 hours to
I ain't got
train,
that time.
to actually train.
I ain't got that time. All right, what else will we move on to?
Should we do?
I think that's good, 'cause we're given a good explanation of power for the upper.
Yeah.
Core.
Core stuff.
All right. So like I said, I'll need to use this, lose this belly of mine.
Yeah.
So say I was a client that wanted to lose the belly.
Yeah.
Would power and strength be a good component to use for weight loss?
If we're speaking specifically about our abdominal area, then I mean athletes will implement the same method to their core in terms of strength and power, because they need their abdominals to be working in the same way as the rest of their body when they're on the track. However, when you're speaking about weight loss, you're looking at a much higher volume of repetitions and sets, because you want to metabolize that area. You want to increase the rate that the body is using that the abdominal muscles, and increase the metabolic rate in that area.
So do everyone have a pair of these underneath?
Everyone has a pair of these, guys. Everyone has these muscles.
So what happens when people eat a lot?
Body fat tends to
cover it all.
Sit there.
So we all have these.
We all have this, everyone.
So what causes this look?
A good wife. A good woman.
Yes. But I had this before the woman, so what happened?
You had a good mum.
All right, I'll give her that. All right, so we're going to work on this area.
We are.
This area is important for what particular reasons in terms of sports?
So everything fires through the center, everything here. All the power is produced through the center of our bodies. That's just how we work. So it's super important that this area here is incredibly strong and powerful to be able to hold us in position with whatever we're doing, so we don't collapse either way.
And that goes for sports that go forward
going forward,
and laterally.
sideways, backwards,
backward.
jumping, up, down. This has to be very strong and powerful.
So that relates to all sports.
All sports, all sports. We need a
Alright.
super great core.
We're going to work on this now.
Yes, we do.
What's that going to consist of?
So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on some rotations using the cable machine.
Yep.
Rotations is something a lot of athletes need to do, because what happens is the rectus abdominis, which are the muscles that Dwain showed us over here, they will tend to dominate. The top ones will...
Sorry. All right,
Shall I
carry
show
on.
mine?
Yes. What's the top ones do?
So the top ones will, they're more prone and dominant when we're flexing. They try to dominate, they do try to dominate, because we use those ones a lot more, especially in society now where we're kind of bending over to do things, and we're in a place, we're in an office and stuff like that, and they will try and dominate, but then it will cause everything else to switch off. So yeah, the same thing. They will literally, they're all supposed to do the same thing, but what will happen is the lower ones will tend to switch off, because when we're sitting down much so that our legs are not moving up and down to activate and wake the lower abdominals up. And the same with the sides. But if your obliques, your internal obliques are not strong, what will happen is, in your case, when you're running, you'll
start to rock.
You'll start to rock.
Or start dancing.
Start to rock. Start dancing. And we're not going to win. We're not going to get 10 seconds flat
nah,
like this.
That ain't going to happen. You make good TV though.
We need to be here. We need to be here.
All right. Let's get some rotations going.